Today we're going to be talking about a pivot table, how to insert a pivot table in your chart. So this is a table of files that I have here containing other ID, ship date, ship mode, and several others. So I'm going to do little adjustment on this file so that I can get the perfect result I want when I have pivoted the table. So first thing I'm going to do is to come to my date and change. Okay, it's already changed. I'm changing it to date, short date. Go to ship date 2 and change it to, it's already changed, but this is how it's done. Change it to short date. Then my sales, net sales, I change it to number. Okay, change it to number or currency. Then I will use more date function so that I can be able to apply separator and the 2 decimal points. So if you check here now, my thousands has been noted here. Alright, so having done this, to insert my pivot table, I'm going to go to insert ribbon, then click on pivot table at the extreme left. Click on pivot table. Now, okay, no, before now, I'm going to select just a cell inside this table. Once I select just a cell and I click on insert pivot, it will automatically highlight the whole table for me. Then I'm going to say, okay, let's create it in a new worksheet. And I said, okay. Automatically, all the headers I have are in this place. So from here, we can easily pivot our table from here. Alright, so the first thing we are going to pivot is to pick a sales mail. We're going to look for salesmen. We'll move them to a row. Then in the salesmen, I'm going to see their sum of sales. This is what we do with sum if. I'm going to add it to value. Now, before I go further, if you look at this pivot table fields, it has 4 fields here. We have filter, column, rows, and value. So by default, numbers always go to value. Then if you want to filter out any segment or criteria, use this filter and know when to put items in rows and also in column. So as you can see from what we have pivoted, we saw here that Adam's sum of sales is here and the rest. So I want to also do something. If you look at my sum of sales, the separator did not apply here. I can't really pronounce this figure at a glance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this place and I see value field settings. Under here, I'm going to click on format, then number. I'll add my separator here and say okay. So you see that this place has given me the figures here. So that is that for the first pivot table we have created. Now, once we have created the first pivot table, I don't need to go back and be adding pivot table all over again. All I need to do is to select the existing pivot table. And copy and paste in another place. Then I can now change the figures. So if I select here and I paste here, you see that I've gotten the figure here. But this time around, I'm not going to be looking at the salesmen and the sum of sales. So before I go further, let me change this row label. Let me change this to salesmen. Good. So that is that. So in this place, I'm going to drag the segment and the profit and loss. So let's see each segment. Let's see their profit and the loss. I'll also add it to this. So I'm going to go to profit and loss. Okay, it's already here. I take it. It will come to this place. Control Z. This is the table I'm working on. So I'm going to add it in this table. Alright, so I click on this. Automatically, this table now has the profit and loss column and also the net sales. Let me also change this. I will change this to, instead of salesmen, I will drag this salesman off. I'll drag this off to remove it. Then I'll bring segmentation. Good. So under segmentation, you have consumers, corporates, and head office. You can see their profit and loss and the sum of sales they the accumulated segments. Alright, so that is the second pivot table I have created. Then I'm also going to copy this first table I did and change the column. So I'm going to copy this again, paste it somewhere here. So this time around, I'm going to check the sum of sales by region. So I'll remove this and look for region. Alright, I've seen region. I'll click on this. Okay, you can see the sum of sales by region, the middle, the south, and also the north and east. So that is that different calculation from different segments. Alright, so the next one I'm going to do is to do date by sum of sales. So I'll still copy this. Let me copy and let me paste it here. And this time around, I'm dealing with dates. So I'm going to remove this salesman, this region, and add ship date. Alright, so let me change this heading. This is supposed to be region. And here's supposed to be date. So I've created 4 pivot table. Now let me see. I want to just see in the sum of sales. Control V. The sum of sales. All I need to do is to remove this, and I have the sum of sales. Then I can copy this to know how many customers I have. I'll paste it here. Control V. Instead of having sum of sales now, I'm going to have count of customer. Or let me use customer ID. Remember, so they have the total number of customers here. I can change the heading. So that is it counted the customer. I can also, that is that. So these are simple ways to create a pivot table. In my next video, I'm going to teach you how to create slicers in using pivot table and how to link this pivot table together. So watch out for the part 2. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.